Hey, welcome to the first video. Really pumped about starting my own YouTube channel. It's been a long time. I've been thinking about this, and yeah, bear with me as I sort it all out. This is my first video, and it's kind of an introduction. I'm just going to talk to you for a bit. Most of this video is going to be me talking. If I'm on some locations, I may get some of those in to add context, but most of the time it's going to be me sharing tips, information, etc. that I've learned over the time of being a freelance photographer. If you want to see some of my work, you can go on my Instagram. I'm always tapping on IG. Go to my website, bemorephotography.com. Check out my work, and you can kind of see what I've been doing as a photographer, what I'm interested in. Most of you probably know or come from my Instagram, and for those of you that have come from my Instagram, welcome. So pumped to have you here. So basically this video is about, I get this question a lot, what camera do you use, what do you shoot with, and basically I'm going to talk to you about that. Okay, so most of you who, if you've come from my Instagram, will know I shoot Nikon. Now, I can explain to you why I shoot Nikon, and then you can see where I'm coming from. So this is basically what I've been shooting for the past year or so. I'm video recording this on the D810, which I've upgraded to, but I've also kept, I also still shoot with this, the D800, which has been a beast for me. So when I started, I didn't even know I wanted to be a photographer. Basically, it was a thing of, it was a lot of things came together that just kind of blew my mind. I grew up, I didn't even know what I wanted to be. I didn't know what job I wanted. I didn't know anything about photography. I had no idea. I knew I was a creative person. I always did art. I always liked to draw. I love to draw people, pictures. I put, wait. Where is it? Yeah. So these are some of my drawings. I like to draw faces, so you can see, yeah, I like to draw Jordan's, Pharrell, the Joker, and you can see some other characters. Still falling out, so organised. Okay, so you can see I like to draw. I was a creative person. I knew I wanted to do something creative. I got stuck in a job. I was working for a software company. It was a 9 to 5. I didn't like. I knew it wasn't where I wanted to be, but you gotta pay your bills, right? You gotta live. So I didn't know where I wanted to be. I found a way into this. I was just traveling a lot. Only like UK. Anyway, cut the long story short, my mate sold me a camera, and it was a Nikon. That is the only reason I really shoot Nikon now. Is because the guy who sold me a camera, my friend, good friend, shout out to Cheese Photos, he sold me a camera, and it was a Nikon. I didn't really know about Sony, Canon, whatever. I didn't know who was out there. I just knew that this camera could change lenses, was a DSLR, and yeah, that was it. So I stayed loyal to Nikon because of that one camera that was sold to me. So it wasn't even like I chose. The next camera I wanted, I saw the D90, and I thought, okay, that looks juicy. It's got a nice screen. I want a D90, so I got a D90 and upgraded, and I loved it for the most part. And then photography started to grow on me. Like, I started to shoot more. I started to understand where the camera and basically what it could do and what I could get out of it, and where my work was getting better, the camera started to slow me down. It started to bottleneck what I wanted to get out of it. So that's when you know you need a newer camera. So after that, I bought the D300S, and I loved that. That worked for me perfectly. It was like, boom, yeah, this is good. Got a new lens with it. I got a 70-55 2.8. I was like, I'm killing it. And then I got to the point where that camera it wasn't enough. I needed more. So then I got the D800, which was my first jump to full frame. I got rid of the 70-55. I got 24-70 2.8, and it was like powerhouse. It was like this camera was just kicking out image. And the images at first were like terrible, because I was like seeing more detail, seeing more mistakes. I was seeing that I wasn't used to how the camera captured light. Like, it captured more light. I had to get my settings nailed, and then I started to hone in on that camera, and then the images just started to blow. Like, there's sometimes you shoot a lot and you're like, yeah, that's standard, that's pretty much what I do. And then sometimes you get an image, you're like, whoa, whoa. I think it was the image I took with it was a pigeon, and it was in London, and the detail on this pigeon was just insane. I was like, what is going on? So anyway, I loved the D800. And also sure I needed another camera, so I bought a D810 as well to kind of double up for like weddings, etc. And also my D800 did let me down a couple of times. Not one was, it fell on the floor, it broke, and the other one was kind of my fault, messing around trying to fix it. So I had to get it repaired twice, and I realised I didn't have a backup camera, so I had to get another camera. So I thought, let me go for the D810, because I love the D800 so much. I thought the D810's slightly better, and practically it's kind of the same camera. Got it. It's amazing. I love it. I love the way the shutter sounds. It's just like nice. Love it. So I'm using that to also record videos now. Yeah, so back to my point, choosing your camera, it kind of doesn't matter where you go. It was more about how you feel about shooting with the camera. It's more about how you feel about where the buttons are, how you feel about the weight of it, and etc. If you can find a camera that suits how you feel, it's how you feel with it. Specs, settings, all those things, they can all kind of do the same thing. So it's not really, it's more about, you want to basically make the camera seem invisible to when you shoot. So when you shoot, it's not really you're waiting for the camera doesn't stop you getting what you need to get, especially if you want to get something and it's like you got 1 second to get it, boom, the camera's there, boom, you get it, you're happy with the camera, it worked when you needed it, you understand? When you think about specs and settings and you're fighting over, oh, this one does this or this one does that, I need it for this, yeah, that's all good as well, but if the camera's gonna be a pain in the butt to shoot with when you're trying to work in the field and you need it to work, that is so much more important, you know, than what, oh, it does this in this K, does that in that K, you know. Those are all variables. Those are all like quality is kind of like, it's good to have good quality, but it's the lot, like people shoot videos on their mobile phones, so the quality, as long as what you're getting is important. And like Casey Neistat says, story is king. So you want your camera to be ready to get that story when you need to get that story. If your camera's not ready, then no matter what K it's shooting in, 4, 8K, whatever, you've missed a complete segment that you've wanted to get. It wasn't ready when you was there, and thus destructed, not being there. Not there's no point. There's no point having a great camera if it's not going to be there for you to shoot when you need it, or it's not going to be quick enough to get what you need. So those are the things that are vital in choosing what camera brand you choose. The economics, it's got to feel good in your hand. It's got to feel like, you know, the weight is nice, it's comfortable, you know, and so those are the things I look for more in choosing a camera. than actually the specs. Because I've been with Nikon for so long, it's kind of like I've got used to the way it works. I've got used to the file. I love the files that come out of the camera. It just works seamlessly with my kind of way of working. I've used Sony's, I've used Canons, and Nikon just fits me. Now that's a personal preference, you know. So everyone's different, and everyone's gonna find what they work with. So there's not really a best camera. It's more about which camera fits you. So that's what I just wanted to cover in this first video. I don't want to go too ham on stuff and that. It's so weird. I just got to tell you that it's so weird being on this side of the camera. It's the camera's pointing at me. I'm just like, what is going on? Okay, but yeah, I want to keep uploading videos talking about camera topics, talk about photography, talk about life. Really, I want to upload anything. I feel like maybe doing reviews on mobile phones, what have you. I just want to start creating some content on this platform, and hopefully inspiring people, helping people, and just giving some what I've learned back to you guys, just helping you out with helping you grow, helping you inspire someone else, and it just keeps going on. Just keeps going on. It just keeps going on. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this one up here. Thanks for coming. Hope you like, comment, hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you want to, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.